for the fire. The Ukrainian military is warning Russia that it will soon send warships to the same area where the Russians rammed, fired at, and then captured 3 Ukrainian vessels and their crews. Our national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin's reporting live from the Pentagon.
Shep, the Pentagon, as you mentioned, plans to sail a warship into the Black Sea in the coming days to shore up support for Ukraine. Now we are also learning Ukraine's defense ministry plans to do the same, to send a signal that Russia does not control the entrance to the Sea of Azov. Tensions remain high after a Russian warship fired on and intentionally rammed a Ukrainian vessel at the mouth of the Kerch Strait at the entrance to the Black Sea. That happened 2 weeks ago. The Kerch Strait separates Ukraine from Crimea, which Russia seized in 2014. The Russians are still holding 24 Ukrainian sailors hostage, along with the 3 Ukrainian ships that were attempting to enter the strait. 3 of the injured Ukrainian sailors, we're learning, are being held in a Moscow prison hospital. Ukraine says Russia is enforcing a de facto blockade, setting up a bottleneck at the mouth of the Black Sea. Right now, Ukraine says 140 ships are stuck on either side of the strait due to Russia's actions. Russia's foreign minister brushed off any suggestions that Moscow release Ukraine's sailors after a meeting in Rome. Shep?
What can you tell us about the surveillance flight that happened yesterday?
Well, it's the first time since Russia invaded Crimea that this unarmed Air Force reconnaissance plane has flown over Ukraine on what is being termed here at the Pentagon an extraordinary observation mission. Ukraine requested the flight. The Air Force OC-135 observation plane took off from Andrews Air Force Base outside Washington, D.C. on November 30th, just days after the incident between Russia and the Ukrainian warships 2 weeks ago. The Open Skies Treaty was signed by 34 nations in 1992 to allow this kind of unarmed reconnaissance flights to gather information about military forces in an effort to diffuse conflict. 25 U.S. military personnel were on board the flight over Ukraine yesterday, including 8 from the Defense Threat Reduction Agency. Shep.
Jennifer.